Good morning, Holly here with Fern the Camper. I suppose now I'm HS Vlogs Fern the Camper. So I am going to be building my own little plunge pool in the back garden. We're going to be doing something that doesn't need planning permission. It's not going to be big enough for that sort of thing. And it cannot be more than 3 foot deep below the ground surface level. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. My personal rules, I will be doing it all myself, except for the cementing. I do want a professional company to come out and cement it, but I will be doing all the digging myself. I will be doing all the building up of the side structure because it's not just an in-ground plunge pool. This is going to be a partially submerged above ground pool. I want to learn how to use Earthship bags and Earthship building techniques. So I will be using Earthship bags to build up my supports and structures and above ground wall. I want it to be 18 inches below ground level and 18 inches above ground level. That's just for the water level. I'll probably have another 3 or 4 inches above that water level just so it has some room to splash around. It must be long enough for me to stretch out and not hit my head or my feet on the sides. And it must be wide enough for me to splay my arms wide and sideways so I am not scraping my hands on the sides. That's all. Oh, and it has to be deep enough so that I can float without scraping my butt on the bottom of the pool. I have done some research on Earthship building, and I have also been working out the best way to do these Earthship builds without actually having to go out to the workshops, which I would love to do, but life at the moment is not enabling me to do so. So I am doing a load of research online. If you are curious about Earthship building, I will put a link in the description. It is a marvelous building technique. If you've ever seen Earthship builds, they can shape just about in any way. They're really gorgeous. They're good emergency housing. They're very sturdy. They're good fireproofing, earthquake proofing. I mean, if you need any kind of proofing, nothing's going to get through these Earthship builds. They're fabulous. But they can also be used for raised garden beds. And if you are digging a partially submerged pool in your back garden, they are particularly handy because instead of having a huge pile of spoil and dirt that you have to pay someone to haul away or take to the dump yourself, which isn't very economically friendly, then or environmentally friendly, then these are really good because you use the soil that you are digging out to fill the bags with, and then you line those bags in a circle and stack them. So let's just go into a few of these very basic building techniques. If you've ever seen anyone do a pinch pot, a clay pot, or if you've ever done one yourself, it's very similar. You roll a little circle, like a little snake out of your clay, and you stack one in a circle, and then the next on top, and then the next on top, and you can get a really sturdy vessel doing this method. Earthship is a little bit similar to that, but instead of using clay, you are using the natural resources around you. Whatever dirt you have is what you use to fill those bags. And in between the bags, because you're not using sticky clay, you actually put a layer of barbed wire, 2 lines of barbed wire right next to each other, parallel. And apparently the best type of barbed wire for this is the 4-pronged barbed wire. I spent more time in the last few months learning about barbed wire than I ever thought I could or would, but that's just the nature of this sort of handy build. And I think that it will definitely make the garden look either more luxurious or more backwater. We will have to see, but I definitely am going to be getting a lot of use out of this. I think Thorn will enjoy jumping into it and having a paddle around. If things don't go well, if it doesn't turn out to be a very useful plunge pool, because obviously it's not going to be very deep, it's just going to be enough for me to cool off on when I'm in the garden. I'm thinking a crayfish pond is going to be the way forward for this, but leave your thoughts below in the comments. And if you think I'm insane, feel free to say it. Just be respectful in your descriptive words of of what you think, and we should be absolutely fine.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. Know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
Alright, that's the first line done. I feel like I'm escaping a prison camp. Alright, let's have a look at these guys. So 4-pronged. It grips better.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
You can see my first bag under here. Just there. My second bag here. I probably think the second bag's going to be the easiest. I think from here on in it's going to be more difficult. We shall see. Not a mess. Say hi to the girls. Hey girls. Hi. Oh, you can't come out right now. There's too much barbed wire. Yeah. Later. We'll have cuddles later. Ooh, blackberry. Okay. Who wants blackberry? Oh, okay. Yep, you got one. Sis. There you go.
Go on, don't be shy. You want me to hold it for you, don't you? Oh, you baby. Okay, there you go.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Rolling just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
One, two, three. I think Thorn is having fun in the tent while I dig.
Yeah, I'm making like a little cauliflower nest. I've been trying to blend it with the cauliflowers by wearing this.
I know. I thought you were cauliflower when you came out.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. Know that we gonna be.
What do you think, girls? Is your mama crazy? You don't care, you just want to come out and play in the paint. Well, you cannot play in the paint. I do not want chicken prints all over the pool. Mm-mm.